girl, get at it, get your bag up. Hit that gym and get back fine. Go get that degree, go girl, focus on me. Unlock potential that you didn't know you had it. Fuck that nigga, oh yeah. It's time to mix it up and get your glow, girl. I know that you
so you know I'm finna come back to you with a story time. So let's get right into this story time. Today is about my experience in foster care. My experience in foster care, I'm not going to tell you how I got into foster care. I'm just going to tell you about the simple fact of like what I went through, like living with this lady that was supposed to be taking care of me for temporarily, but what she did. I went into foster care around like the age of like, I'm gonna say around like 13, 14-ish, somewhere around there. And my foster mom, because you know, like if anybody's in the foster care system, you know, around that age a lot of kids go to like group homes and stuff like that. So my foster mom, you know, I thought she was so sweet at the beginning. She was so sweet, maybe because the person was there, but my foster mom, I thought she was so sweet, you know, but she was evil. Like, she was evil. She was so evil to the point where you had to get up at 6:30 to clean up. Like, even if you had a school day, nobody else in the house is cleaning up but me. Like, nobody else in the house clean up, and they making a mess. Because let me tell you something, my foster mom only gave me two meals, and she gave me a snack. I didn't have lunch. I always had breakfast and dinner. And even when I did have breakfast, it was more so like a little breakfast, like to the point where I didn't even want to eat. Like, I was ready to go home. I was ready to go back to my original home and all of that. Like, then my mother, like not my mother, but my foster mother, she was like torturing me. Like, she was to the point where she would call me out my name, say things that belittle me, say things that will make me cry, or say things that will have me sitting there thinking like it's my life worth, you know, still being here. Like, she'll do that. And I just got to the point where I was like, I'm ready to give up. So one day, like, when she was asleep, I ran away. I didn't know nothing about Jersey City, but I ran away. And when I ran away, I didn't have no friends or nothing. I just ran away. And mind you, I ran away around the corner. And I came back because she called my caseworker. At that time, I had a phone. She called my, well, I didn't have a phone, but I had her phone. She called my caseworker off her house phone and was informing my caseworker that I ran away. So I called my caseworker and informed her, hey, listen, this lady is treating me bad. I can't take it no more. You need to put me somewhere else. My caseworker was like, you do not want to go into a group home because, you know, going into a group home is way worse than how it is. So I stuck it out some more. So at this time, this lady got my hair done. I think it was around like, probably like, it was a holiday. She got my hair done and some box braids. And mind you, my hair was right here, y'all. My hair was right here. It was long as freak. It was long as whatever. And like, I had the braids in for like months. And what happened was that I went to go take my braids. I was taking my braids out and I was doing them by myself. But then my foster mom, she had came over there and she was like, you taking too long. You know you gotta clean up. You know you gotta take care of your foster sisters and brothers and all of that stuff. So she started going chop, chop, chop. So yo, I jumped up at her like, what are you doing? Like, you're cutting my hair. She was like, your hair is not that long. So when I took the braid out, you could tell that my hair was cut. And I started yelling and I started cursing her out because I'm like, yo, you just cut my hair. Like, you just really cut my hair. You knew my hair was that long. Like, she cut it right here. Like, literally, like, I think it was right here. She cut right here. And she knew my hair was this long because when the person at the braiding store told her, they charged her $150 to do my hair in box braids, and she knew my hair was that long. So when she cut my hair, it was on some hatred jump. She was like, you'll be okay, your hair gonna grow back. So then I'm like, okay, don't help me, because then me and you really gonna have to, like, me and you really gonna get into it. So she started doing it all over my head, my whole head. Like, when I took my braids out, I looked it crazy. Like, I cried so bad that night because I was so mad. So when I, like, once she came out of the room, I was like, you only cut my hair because you, your daughter, your kids, and your oldest daughter, all of y'all bald-headed. Like, I told her, I was like, y'all bald-headed, and you mad because I had longer hair than y'all. And she was like, girl, get out my face. And she went like that. And I was like, we're not finna do all of that. So, like, her daughter started stepping up to me and started trying to come in my face. I was like, get out my face. Like, your mother talk about you too. Like, she was talking about her daughter, her own daughter on the phone. So, when I had called my caseworker, I'm like, she cut my hair. You better get me out of this place. I don't care if I go to a foster home. Like, da-da-da-da-da. So, they didn't want to put me in a foster home or whatever. Oh, I mean, no group home or whatever. Because they was like, you just need to stay there. You only going to be there for another couple of months. So, blah, 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 blah. So, I'm like, I can't take it no more. So, then, at this time, she registered me in school. So, she registered me in school. I was going to Henry Snyder's High School in Jersey City. And I met cool ass people there. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I met cool ass people at Henry Snyder High School. Like, it was lit. Like, it was cool. Like, it was cool. Like, at 11:30 when it was lunchtime, you could, like in Eastside, you can't go out for lunch. But like in Henry Snyder, you can go out for lunch, but you gotta be back by 12 o'clock. So with all of that, like, I used to go to school, and then I had met friends. I met a couple of friends, and then at that time, I didn't really come out that I was like gay at that time. I knew I was gay, but I didn't tell my mother until I was like 16. My real mother. I didn't tell my real mother until I was like 16. So at that time, I was talking to boys. I was playing this role. I was doing all that. So at this time, I was talking to a boy, and I was talking to him, and we was cool or whatever. And he lived down the street from my foster mom house or whatever. And she just was like, you ain't supposed to be talking to other boys. You ain't supposed to be doing other half of this. I don't know what's wrong with you, but you need to get your shit together. So at this time, I'm like, lady, like, you done did too much to me. Like, I'm advising you just to go. Like, to go. Get the going. Hey, get the going. Hey, because I'm going to punch you in your face. Like, that's the type of energy I'm on. So, like, we went, like, at this time, like, it's about to hit the summer. Me and the boy, we still was friends. We still was cool. He still was trying to kick it at Kiki or whatever. So at this time, I'm like, okay, so anybody know, like, when you're in the foster care system, you had to when your foster parents want to take you on a trip, they had to get permission from, they had to get permission from the state. Because at that time, you're in the state's custody. So I was like in the state's custody, and I was in the state's custody or whatever, and she wanted to go to like Disney World. So she knew that, like, the way she cheated the system was crazy, because she told them like, listen, she told them that we was going on a plane. This plane ticket was like $250. She told them that I eat a lot. She was like, she eat a lot, so she gonna need like $500 to eat down there, and her room and stuff, she gonna have a room by herself, and her room is like $300. So all together they gave her $1,500. I think they gave her $1,500. She said they gave her $1,500. They gave her $1,500, or they gave her $1,200. One of those. I know they gave her a lot of money, because she was like, yeah, I could pay for all of us. So she told them that we was going on a plane. We went on a bus. She told them that I ate $500 worth of food. We had free breakfast at the hotel that we were staying at Disney World. The only time we went out was twice. We went out twice, and we went to the buffet, and my food alone Me by myself was only $10 plus tax, and tax wasn't even that much. So my shit came out to $13. So she used majority of the money to spend down there because they wrote her a check, and stuff like that. And plus she just got paid with the money that she get to keeping me there. So she was like lit. So while we was down there, like, I wanted to go on rides, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. Like, I went on a couple of things, and I did a couple of things, but she wouldn't let me do, like, the bait, like, everything. Like, only thing she'll let me do is go on this, like, thing where you take pictures, and this, like, when we went back to the hotel, she'll let me go in the pool with everybody else. Besides that, I couldn't do nothing. Like, I had to be, like, combined to her hip. Like, I didn't have no fun, anything. The only fun I had was when the man, why I say the man, the Disney character came up to me and took a picture and stuff like that. I wish I had that picture, but the Disney character came up to me and took a picture. And also my dad and my grandma had came, because I was in Florida, so my dad and my grandma had traveled to Orlando, Florida to see me. Like, I was trying to leave. Like, let me tell y'all, I was trying to leave with them because I was telling my dad, my grandma was like, Grandma, this lady done cut my hair, because my dad and my grandma had, you know, they had asked me why my hair was so short, because I had, like, my hair out when I went to go get wet. So they was like, why your hair so short? And I was like, because she cut my hair. So my grandma was like, I'm finna her up. So the lady was to, like, when my grandma went to go talk to her, the lady told my grandma, like, no, I ain't cut her hair, she cut her own hair. I was like, this lady really sitting here lying. So I was like, I had asked her, I was like, can I go with my grandma and them for a few and they could bring me back to the hotel? She was like, no. She was like, no, you can't go nowhere with them because I don't know if they're going to bring you back. I'm like, girl, we going to the next table over. Like, she didn't want me to go to the next table with them or nothing. She didn't want me to have a private conversation with them. Like, she stood right there while we had the conversation. Like if I wanted to run away, I could have ran away when you was asleep. Call my dad, like, listen, I'm right here, come pick me up. Then you would have got a fine, you would have got a ticket, you would have got in trouble because you took me out of state and you lost me. But that experience that I had with her was horrible. Like, horrible. Like, I commit to every female that ever went through the foster care system, because that lady treated me like I was a dog and a money ticket. I never want to see my child or any child go through the foster care system and get a foster mom like I did, because she treated me like I was a dollar sign instead of treating me like I was her child. Regardless if I was her child temporarily, she treated me like I was trash. She treated me like she didn't even care about me. Like I was just somebody that she just didn't even care about. And it's sad because I really cared for her. I really, like, loved her kids, like, and treated her like she was, like, a family member. But that was my experience in foster care. Like, it was horrible. I never wanted to go. I never want anybody to go through that. And the people that's going through that, I feel very bad for you. If you ever need someone to talk to, or you ever need someone to like, just vent to, I'm here for all my plus size females. If you ever need somebody to talk to, or you just want to have a conversation and catch vibes, whatever it is, I'm always here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications on so you get that ding every time your girl upload. And y'all already know what to do. Comment down below and tell me what you think about this video, but also tell your girl what you want to see next. I'm like, try it out.